For the Gold Coast Suns, David Swallow as another of their co-captains also playing this evening, and what a beautiful night it is in Mackay. Great to have your company. And Tringove in the ruck against Witts, gets the initial palm down. Wallace flicked it back, got it to McRae.
Tim English is starting forward for the Western Bulldogs.
So if he has a crack at this one, it's a little low off hands. Already they're getting players back, the Gold Coast, and tackles laid by pretty big unit, Sam.
Completely. Regulation shot a goal.
Yeah, big year for Ben Ainsworth. Picked 4 a couple of years ago. It's his 3rd season now for him. And tucked up against the pocket.
Oh,
Rankin. Wow.
Oh, there it is.
What a start for Isaac Rankin.
That this man has got, and with a build on endurance, which he's able to really improve on over the summer, he just gets to more and more contests, and he has an impact like this.
Made a big impression in his first pre-season, the Gold Coast Suns on the start.
Horse trainer, fantastic thoroughbred racing family, getting a chance at the big time. And Bontempelli takes a good grab, full stretch.
23 years of age, mature.
And the Bont from 25. Gee.
What?
Pick 78 they used to get him.
Oh,
Into the pocket, and that's a nice delivery to a man who was a star last year, Ed Richards.
He went back.
But by the end of his career, he might be the best rising star of all the NAB rising stars. He has got some tricks in his bag. Kept alive to a hot spot. Hunter caught high, had to be a free, and Archie was untidy.
Charlie Ballard makes a mistake there, so I know defenders, they want to punch, but when you've got clear...
And it was just too smart for them there, Lockie Hunter. Best and fairest last year for the Dogs. He had a good year. And he hits the post as well. Did you say that they had a goal kicking problem last year, Johnny? Nice delivery. McLean, and they're out. Over the top. Here's the run from Hayes.
Found a bit of it early.
Ronald Lukosius, he's wearing the 41. The young gun South Australian. He'll get it back here. Normally makes something happen. Goes to the square, and he made that happen brilliantly.
You'd think he'd be able to cope with this pace.
Yeah, that was part of the deal to try and help the Gold Coast, give them first access to mature age players like Chris Boggs wearing the 15, Taylor Dure, Caleb Daniel. Rolled in the tackle. Good tackle from McPherson, and that's something that he did so well last year.
Geelong's proven over a long time a fantastic club. Obviously, Richmond have been able to get that level over the last couple of years. It's important they can pass some experience onto these younger Suns teammates.
Caleb Daniel penalised for dragging it in, and Darcy McPherson, who's always got a point to prove against the Dew in his 2nd year as an AFL coach with the Gold Coast Suns, having a chat to Ben Dixon as McPherson sends it back towards the goal square. Little dance step was delightful. Hands it over to the running Burgess, and he's got a couple. What about the move from Figgett? Martin's on the run. Thumps it down the spine. Cordy gets back, not back enough. Right, had a couple of goes at it. Still a chance for Fiorini. Kick half smothered. Ricochets to Hunter. Cordy, last line of defence. Daniel has to deliver it, and does to Bontempelli. Beautiful down the middle. Must be a slippery ball if the Bond's dropping it. Peter Wright, a couple of fumbles, and now Bontempelli puts it to grass, and that beats them all. Gets it across the face. Lipinski trying to hunt it down. Kept it alive just inside the boundary. Chip kick to Liberatore. Well, he had that stolen from him by Easton Wood.
Another coast to coast there. So Caleb Daniel.
Opportunity to have a shot at goal.
In just the 12 games in the end last year. Hamstring issues again. And Lipinski, a little handball out. Hall Smith to Harbrow. Liberatore McPherson. How's that for a bang? Dads know each other pretty well, and chance for English, who, as Jono said, started forward. So been doing a lot of ruck work.
Exactly.
See if he hook kicks this, as he likes to do. You know, it takes him into the wrong pocket. And he's got plenty on it, and that is amazing.
Wow.
Don't try that at home if you're a kid.
Get Matty Suckling doing this. Look where that started.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
Oh.
McRae, Liberatore, Daniel. Almost missed his shoe. Hunter made it look okay. Back to McLean. McRae, bounce pass. Bontempelli, he's had a sider, could have gone for home, and gives it away to Gowers. Their leading goal kicker from last year.
Aggression, he attacks the opposition. But this is the question, Jono. Where are the goals going to come from? You know, we go through them. They're obviously hoping that means.
Centre and kick over the head of Hunter. Sexton gets back in defence, but Daniel's right with him. Edged him out of it. Hunter, time to size him up. Kept it low, rolled it home. Touched on the line. Heading back was Collins. Just got a fingernail. Read your way across your body.
I couldn't tell you.
He has had a ripping pre-season, though, hasn't he, Jono?
Yeah, he's been strong throughout the summer.
English with one arm here was held, and I think he's going to get a free kick against Wits. Double your value. It's across the face, and it was never really a chance. And
Bill, back to the 9, Billy.
With your bigs competing and not just allowing the opposition easy, uncontested mark.
Big mark taken and pulled down by Crozier. Nice one for the crowd to rise with him. McRae about to send the Dogs back inside 50, only just Hunter 49 out.
That was car-worthy as well, but I don't think you win the car if you're doing the pre-season.
To the pocket, and Liberatore gets a chance from, I think, not that much closer, but certainly a more difficult angle. There's the Homer Simpson on one arm, and
it's a ripper, isn't it?
Yeah, well, depends on your definition of a ripper.
Has he got Marge? Has he got Marge on the other boss?
Oh, no, Homer's bleeding, I know that.
Some sunglasses as well. That's from a few years ago.
Yeah, that is a beauty. Yeah.
Great premiership player, best and fairest and All-Australian back in 2014. We know what he's capable of. That's a hard tackle on Lloyd in his new home. Chance to make this 3 goals in a row for the Dogs. That never looked good off his boot, and that's almost pulled in on the goal line. Just joined us, Gold Coast kicking the first 4. Libba. Well, he deserved that. He's working harder than everybody else out there right now, Libba. And he gets their 3rd in a row.
Yeah, and that's where he's just got to be able to come in there, Dwayne, and crash the pack there. That ball has to come to ground as a key forward. That has to be the #1 rule. At least bring it to ground.
Snap a goal from McPherson is across the face, and Norton can't get there to make sense. Torre got some space to use. Used his full measure. This is the kick to open space, and teams have been using the 6 and 6
face. Don't slow down and go backwards. Better transition then.
And he nails it. 4 goals in a row to the Dogs, and the Dogs hit the front.
By then, the players should have a fair understanding of what's going on. Just pay the free kick. No need for the warning, I don't think.
Morris got up high. Umpire's found a free for high.
Very difficult to play on. Always been undersized against taller opponents.
And Peter Wright sprays it.
So, actually, we could chat to Nick Rewald about the other.
I think it's not, as long as it's not the NFL glove, which is almost tougher to drop the ball than it is to gather it. Caleb Daniel squeezed it away for a behind. Ball gets to the back. Rankin, good sidestep. Sold the dummy, gave it to Martin. He tries to find a short target and lace out the delivery to Will Powell. He's racking up some brilliant numbers, but AFL level he found it a bit tougher, as many do. Such a big gap between the 2 levels. Bigger gap between the NEFL and AFL than there is between the SANFL, the VFL and the AFL, but he slotted that beautifully.
That calibre should have Brownlow votes.
Yeah, 5 seasons worth of footy and 1 Brownlow vote for a #1 pick. Sexton bangs it around the body, struck it pretty well, just drifted.
Yeah, showing glimpses
in this quarter. Again to the pocket. Peter Wright again got hands on it, couldn't bring it down. Miles spins out of traffic. Delivery to Swallow was awesome.
Rankin's handball was awesome as well to help set that up. But that's what Rankin needs. Peter Wright to compete. Didn't take the...
David Swallow, another pick 1 that the Gold Coast have had. Opening round JLT game for the Gold Coast Suns and the Dogs from Mackay. Tringove with the stronger body than English. She was muscled out of it a bit. McRae got a kick to half forward. Good mark taken by Lloyd, who's shown a fair bit in his first game as a Dog. English playing out a full forward. Bontempelli, front and centre. Crum behind. He's a big unit. He might take a little bit more time than some of the others. And now out wide to the runner. Powell. to the pocket. Nice delivery, and Peter Wright. Gold Coast struggled last year. They had a lot of away games early in the season. Didn't have a home game till about round 11. That's been fixed for this year. They've got a season start that looks promising for them if they can grab a few wins and get right. Almost throws it back out. McRae again. Williams heads to a good spot. Gee, waited there, Bontempelli. Did he look a bit proppy there, Bontempelli? He left it for Wallace.
Just
looking after your teammates. And Wallace, he must have known that Wallace voice. He trusted it, and they get the instant reply. Gowers, his one-on-one that he was after. Lloyd, good pick-up and back out of traffic. And that is outstanding to Wallace lace out with a ribbon on it.
That's some really nice things, Sam Lloyd.
Chance to give the Dogs back the lead. Halfway through this third. And that was never a chance.
forward line, so they're going to look for a big contest here.
Bontempelli from 4 deep.
The season, so therefore they're going to have to get a lot of work into him fitness-wise regardless. So going to be a bit of time, I think, before we see Tom Boyd.
There were 28 players in that picture that we showed you, and they still had a shot at goal through Hunter.
They need to make a few little adjustments.
Liberatore back to that hot spot, and it cleared out for Gowers to find an avenue, and he took the mark. They can come up with next. In the meantime, Dogs have a chance to take the lead here. 3-point game. And he misses, and they've missed a couple with the opportunity to take
On midfield, they need that level.
Good barreling tackle, and here's the open space ahead. Good opportunity here for Sexton. Bouncing ball. Norton gets back. Sexton keeps his feet. Norton went to ground, and he rolls home a goal against the grain.
Did well to control that, Sexton.
Styles and the different techniques that sides come up with.
Gowers almost spent that before it earned it, really. Threw out one paw thinking he had it. Miles caught and gone.
I think one of the frustrations, good tackle there by Ed Richards, go back and have a shot on goal. I think one of the frustrations.
Ed Richards picked 16 a couple of seasons ago. He slots the goal, and they get one back, and all of a sudden it's game on again. Never the mo, but boy, the mullet. I'm a South Australian, Brownie. You couldn't live in SA without a mullet at one stage.
Australian bone.
Or trying to live up to Stephen Kernahan's standard. Martin through traffic. Good slick ball use in traffic. Sexton again bends it around the body. I reckon he's got it. Speaking of mo's, the last 2 years since the flag, Luke Beveridge. So there is a massive watch. That looked a little too high. Massive watch on the Dogs for this year, see what they can produce, see if the last 2 years have been a bit of an anomaly as Anthony Miles will line up at goal.
Worst injury rate last year out of all the sides. They had over 200 games missed through injury from the top 22 guys.
They have to rise.
Just in the Malcolm Blight talk about the fact that he'd run his race after 2 flags at Adelaide. He knew that his time was kind of up, and he was saying that the 4 coaches under the most pressure this year are Fiorini. Good tackle, dumping tackle by Cordy. Fiorini mops it up, wobbles it, and McPherson has dived and kept that off the grass. Does it hit the ground?
Pre-season, got to get the players' confidence up.
I thought you were a Dogs man. And he's missed. Maybe the footy gods thought himself in. 5 seasons in the VFL. So a mature age player, 23 years of age, and Bontempelli rises. Lloyd tried to crumb it. The Bont back in. Is that Dunkley in the middle of all that? Across the face and out on the full it is.
Morris Easton-Wood.
Tory Dixon, he'll want a spot too.
He want a spot coming into the forward line, no doubt about it. And he's a guy capable of kicking 30, 40 goals a year.
Lloyd, delivery to Wallace. He had a look around. Ballard's coming at him. He went off the carpet. Mitch Wallace, and he's just scraped it in.
One of the opposition's best.
Richards might go up to wing potentially. He played some really good football.
I think they need that.
So it's fine-tuning for that. Good attack from both players. Right through traffic, got it to Burgess. Suckling, well, this is his forte. From 50, goes long. Bontempelli, did he touch it? He did, the Bont.
Got a finger to it.
That would have given them the lead. Murdoch to set it up. This is Lukosius, one of their young guns. Got it out wide to Powell. Miles over the top. Good ball use here. Ainsworth, bending ball from the pocket. It's a little wide from Bowes.
Lukosius is involved and haven't seen too much of him in.
Here's Lukosius again. And there's that delivery we talked about. Ainsworth, but he's got to get it on.
He's just got to kick it to the goal square.
So Bowes gets back, Suckling gets back with him. Too late.
Good run, good effort there by Bowes. Well weighted kick.
Pierce Hanley and a couple of others that are out, but that's about it. They've got close to their best 22 as part of their 26 tonight. And he squeezes that in, Jack Bowes, and gives them some breathing space with 12. You would expect they'll be a lot better than that this year. Long bomb, goal square, getting back. It's through.
Kick.
All the way home.
Yeah, great kick there out of the stoppage. Well worked.
And there's one kick in it.
Important player.
Chris Burgess, their mature age recruit. He's got plenty of boot on that, but it's across the face. Dogs had the numbers there. McPherson, goal sneak, kicks a ripper.
He's played a good game.
Stuart Dew at the helm in his second season. Long kick, goal square. Richards a chance. Gathers in the pocket. And he fell nicely into that.
Come off the line towards the boundary, towards the fence, and has to kick from in line with the man on the mark.
That is a perfect example of the new rule and the new age players who like to use that kick.
Just look at the free kick here. He was searching for it.
Dropping into his game save mode, getting as many players back as possible. Bontempelli through the traffic. Danger. And here he is, Bailey Smith. Pick 7 in last year's draft.
There.
It's his first effective kick off the ground.
Wow.
There we go. First goal, dribble kick. You beauty.
Beautiful. Happy with that.
Belly of the ball. McPherson floats in. Weller slapped it on. Got it to Lemons. Breaks into the space. Here's the space we spoke of. And it'll work. Mark taken by Powell.
You're going to be in one-on-one situations.
Still only 19 years of age. For the lead back.
Nice kick.
That is a delightful kick under some pressure. And they come from everywhere. Dogs hit back with the next 4. So 4 minutes from time, there's a kick in it. And the Dogs have an open forward line now. McRae straight down the spine. And there it is. The lead-up player cowers into the space. To get the lead back again.
Oh, he's pushed it.
4-point game. Towed into space. Lemons caught. Ball or high? And umpire has said it's a Gold Coast free, so that might do it.
Oh, yeah, just got caught.
Ankle, left ankle, just got caught underneath.
And maybe run it all the way down and get it coast to coast.
Straight down the middle. So it's still game on.
They pass the ball.
Weller keeps it low, goes to the pocket, and that'll do. It is all over. Big mark taken by Burgess.
I think to take that second key position spot.
2 in a row now, he's played well.
Chris Burgess from West Adelaide in the SANFL, 23-year-old, he's missed.